Okay, so I want to talk about the polls. I know that this morning the New York Times broke, a new set of polls showing that Biden and Trump were essentially neck and neck, and that Trump was ahead in three battleground states. And I know that the immediate reaction that all of us have, myself included, as someone who's a very optimistic person, is that we're fucked, right? It's just a very, very scary feeling to see these polls. I experience a combination of fear, anguish, and also just despair that it feels like so many people in our country want the cruelty and the division and the total dysfunction and instability and violence that a Trump presidency has brought and will bring again. But I also try to remember that we still have 6 months to go, and also that polls have been very, very misleading before. Remember 2022. Remember the red wave that was coming. It didn't come at all. Quite the contrary. We absolutely destroyed it. Now, it's not guaranteed that that's what's going to happen this time, but it at least tells us that polls are not predictive. They are simply a snapshot of where we are in time, maybe. And the reality is that no matter what the polls have said, and they've been all over the place with every election we've had since 2016, we have been performing better and better and better and overperforming and beating the other party's butt in every single election. Once again, elections are not determined by polls. Elections are determined by what we do, by who we register, by who we turn out, by who we talk to, by who we reason with, by who we remind that we can be super angry at a president for a policy choice he has made. But remember that there are more issues that will be fatal to us if we don't pay attention to them as well. And where all of those other issues are concerned, one candidate is towering head and shoulders above the other. We need to make sure people understand the threat of a third-party vote, and we need to do the work. I have got every resource you could imagine. I have got a document that tells you what postcards and letters you can write. I've got a newsletter that will give you stuff to do every single day. I can connect you with groups that will get you phone banking. I have an Adopt a State program where you can adopt one state, and I'll send you ways to volunteer and donate in that state. I can tell you the best organizations to donate to, where your money will be the most effective. All of it is in my thing in my bio that I just learned I'm not allowed to call what it is. I'm scared. The stakes are high. I'm a mom. I am desperate to protect my child. I also love your children, and I want to protect them too. I don't want to see this country throw away American democracy and women's futures and LGBTQ people's futures and immigrants' futures, Latino, BIPOC people. I don't want to see all of those people thrown under the bus, and I will fight every goddamn day to see that they're not, no matter what the polls say. And I'm going to ask you to do the same, because in the end, are the polls accurate or not accurate? We don't know. We're in like the third inning of a 9-inning game. The outcome depends on what we do. So stay with me. And when you get in fear, do something. That's what I'll do. Join me.